Lonely Attack on the Different World, web novel chapter 66. I feel like if the title changes to The Silver Knight, I won't get an appearance anymore. Day 29, The Faraway Labyrinth, 95th floor. Living Sword level 100 is strong. Probably. I think so. This again. The living sword fluttered through the air around Skelly Prez in a boisterous sword dance. Glints of silver flashed across the surface with sparks pouring out all around. Flashes from the slashes can be seen all around, and... clang, thud, knock. One of the living swords ended up at my feet after being repelled by Skelly Prez's attack, so I tried hitting it with staff, after which it stopped moving. Out of batteries? I tried hitting it with lightning magic, but it still doesn't move. Looks like a corpse, even though it's a sword. Clang, thud, knock. Again, is this going to repeat 10 times? Simply repeat? Aren't dungeon battles with life and death on the line supposed to be more like, well, that? Clang, thud, bam. Looks like the pattern is going to keep repeating, or rather it does, over and over and over again, 10 times. Simply a man in black that hits swords at his feet with a stick. Over and over, the silver armor is locked in a sword dance with flying swords, doing all kinds of crazy moves, and here I am, just knocking on them. And so they all perish. As I was gathering the living swords, the Skelly Prez looked at me like a dog at the bone. Again? Is she asking me to give them to her? Is she actually really high maintenance? Want them? She nods. Looks like she does. When I lined them up for her to choose, she took all 10 of them. She didn't even leave me a single one, even though I wanted to fuse something with staff if there was any really good ones. Well, she seems happy, so it's fine, I guess. But she can't even hold all of them? Suddenly, I remember that I had Mantle of Storage, Item Storage, 10% evasion up, Magic Defense 10% up, Slashing Resistance, Piercing Resistance, Blunt Damage Reduction in one of the item slots of my mantle, so pulling it out, I gave it to her, to which she almost began jumping in joy. Are skeletons supposed to be so emotional? Isn't she ruining her setting? Wasn't she some kind of big shot in this dungeon, covered in darkness and all that? Well, she seems happy, so it's fine, though. Putting on the mantle, she then stores the swords in, one after another, and then after much deliberation, put one of the thin ones on her waist. Red mantle clad in silver. For a weapon, a silver rapier. I'm wearing a black mantle with a hood over my head and a stick in my hands. She totally looks more like a protagonist. I'm just some random companion. Just follow her A. Wasn't I the one who tamed her? Anyway, Skelly Prez was really amazing. After seeing that, I'm completely cool with her being the main hero. Dancing with 10 flying swords in a storm of steel and not losing to them one bit, each movement gracefully flowing into another. She turns and she sweeps, she jumps and she hits, everything perfectly connected, and the perfect control she showed by making every sword land at my feet. I didn't take even one step during the whole thing. I was delegated to simply knocking them with my staff from time to time. And so, after making an offering of swords to the Skelly Prez Sama, wait, aren't I turning into her slave? And so we proceed to 94th floor. My adventure is not yet over. I tried to raise a flag. Maybe I'll successfully jinx it. I don't even care anymore. My screen time could already be over. The end of the first arc. For the next episode, please tune in for the Silver Knight or something like that.